Welcome to the Magic Channel.
All right, today we're diving into this incredibly powerful poem, the Ballad of the Nebula. And really, it's the story of a journey that starts with silent, personal suffering and ends with a voice so loud, so strong, it could literally shake the foundations of the world. So let's get into it.
So the poem doesn't start with a bang. It starts with this really intimate question. It's almost a whisper. And with this one line, it pulls you right in. It's like the narrator is leaning in, whispering to you, making you the confidant, the poet's ear. You immediately know this is going to be a story about some deep personal sorrow.
At the very heart of this ballad, we have our narrator. He's just this anonymous boy. And he starts out as this single central figure. But as we're about to see, his journey is, well, it's transformative. He goes from being completely invisible, totally unheard, to becoming an unforgettable song.
I mean, this quote just gets right to the core of it, doesn't it? Complete and total isolation. It's one of those questions where the answer is just a painful silence. No one. That's who heard him. He's carrying this huge burden. He's a child in pain, but his suffering is as quiet and as overlooked as a gentle rain. This is where it all begins for him, in this profound loneliness.
Okay, so the poem has set up this deep emotional pain, but it doesn't just leave it as an abstract idea. It grounds it in the real world. It shows us the tangible, harsh realities that shaped this boy's entire childhood, forcing him to live in the shadows.
The poem just paints such a brutal picture here, and it's all in the details. It's not just poverty, it's the specific, nagging weight of shoes far too heavy. It's not just a long day, it's leaving home at 4 in the morning in the complete darkness, being literally crushed in a bus, feeling faint from hunger. Each one of these details just adds another layer to his struggle, making his world feel unbelievably real.
And beyond all those physical hardships, there's this even deeper emptiness. Look at what he's missing. No books, no pencils. And that's huge, because this isn't just about not having nice things. It's about not having a chance, not having the tools you need to build any kind of different future. This kind of poverty, it doesn't just starve the body, it starves the mind.
This line is just such a powerful contrast. On the one hand, you have the raw physical truth of his suffering, that image of an empty belly curling in despair. But on the other hand, you get this picture of incredible resilience. I stood like a soldier. He's literally falling apart on the inside, but to the world, he puts on this unbroken front. And this brings us to the big turning point. The whole narrative starts to shift right here. We move away from the external world that's crushing him, and we start to focus on this internal world, this spark inside him that just refuses to go out. This is where he starts to fight back.
This comparison really says it all. The world gave him absolutely nothing. No guidance, no help, no light. But that complete vacuum was filled by something from inside him. His own heart became the lantern. It refused to turn night. That simple act of defiance, that sheer force of will, that's the spark that changes everything.
And this is so crucial to understand. This is not a story about just surviving. He isn't just a victim who scrapes by. No, he makes an active choice. He takes all of that pain, all that sorrow, and he decides to turn it into something else. He becomes this alchemist of his own grief.
And here it is, his first real act of rebellion. That fire inside him finally becomes a flame, and that flame is what fuels his writing. Writing is how he reclaims his own story. It's no longer just something that's happening to him, it's something he can shape, that he can define, and that he can express without fear or shame. He gives his pain a voice. So now that he has found his voice, the poem kind of pulls the camera back, it zooms out, and we start to see that this was never just about one boy's struggle. It's really a critique of the whole structure, this system of stone that creates this kind of suffering to begin with. The poem doesn't pull any punches when it lays out this social divide. It's stark. You've got the powerful just soaring like hawks, totally free, totally dominant. And then there's everyone else, the humble, the gentle, who are just cast aside. It's a world built for predators, a system that is intentionally unbalanced. And the poem even lays out the rules of this twisted game. It's a system built on who you know. Thrones are carved for their own kind. Opportunity isn't about what you can do, it's about who you are, what famous family you come from. It's a cold, transactional world where even your friends will disappear the second you're no longer useful to them. And the key thing is, this isn't random bad luck, it's a design.
So, what happens when one person finds their voice inside a system like this?
Well, that single individual spark of defiance is about to ignite a blaze so big it threatens the entire structure.
And you can feel the poem building this incredible momentum. It starts with the quiet tragedy of buried dreams. But that silence isn't peaceful. Underneath it all, turmoil is brewing. And that pain plants a seed of revolt. And from that one seed, a fire is born. It's the natural progression, right? From oppression to revolution.
And now, the voice is definitely not a whisper anymore. This is the poem's grand finale, a direct, booming challenge to the world with your golden crown, to all the powers that be. And it's demanding that they listen, not just to this one boy, but to the unheard children of every town.
And this is it. This is the ultimate transformation. The whole point of the ballad, the boy's personal, private grief becomes a universal anthem. His I becomes a we. His individual story is now a song for everyone who has ever been voiceless, a rallying cry for justice.
What an incredibly powerful image to leave us with. It's like a phoenix rising. He takes the literal ashes of his broken life and he forges something new out of it, something beautiful, something powerful. He creates a song that is so loud and so true that the whole world has absolutely no choice but to finally listen.
And so the ballad leaves us with that final echoing question. It's a story of amazing resilience, sure, but it's also a warning, and maybe a promise. It asks us all to think about the immense power that's just lying dormant in all the unheard voices, all around us, just waiting for that one spark that will finally turn their collective whisper into a deafening roar.
If you enjoy my video, please subscribe my channel. Please click the bell icon and the like buttons.
Thank you for watching.